Hey, what's up? Who's up in here? Wow, why do I look so damn white? I mean, I know I'm white, but you get what I'm saying. Let's see. Let's see if I can fuck with this. Where is it? Oh, I gotta do an update on the camera. There we go. Dope. Maybe the camera will make me look even crisper. Crisp and clean with no caffeine. Pair of spandex or either tight jeans. Not me. That's how I like the honeys. Updating the Logitune. Alright. Hold on a second, people. Nobody's talking anyway, so let's give it a second for everybody to come up in the room. Alright, here we go. I don't know if I updated the camera or just the app. The Brio. Let's see what we got. Image adjustments. Alright, let's peep this right now. Auto white balance. Ah, see, that looks better. But not the biggest deal. Low light. Oh, wow. Low light's not bad. Auto exposure, that's bad. Auto focus. Alright, let me get out of here. Let me talk to you peeps. Bray Brown, what up? Bars. Oh, thanks. You know whose bars those were, though? You know, depending on how old you is. Tio is racist, bro. It appears so. Produced. Tyler, I should say, it appears so. Yo, what up, Ralph? The BX. Tony G. Not to be confused with fucking Tony B. He really that confident against... No, man. He's just trying to do what he does. Which is another reason he might have said that racist shit, too. He just wants to stir the pot. That's all he cares about is stirring the pot. You know what I'm saying? How is Tio racist? You don't hear what he said? You don't hear what he said? Something... What did he say? He said that when asked who he wants to fight, Crawford or Tank, correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, he said either one of those monkeys can come get this banana. So what I said was not only was it racist, but the shit was gaysist. Gaysist. It makes it gay and racist. Because first of all, why are you saying racial shit? Right? Especially in today's climate. Secondly, why are you inviting dudes to come get your banana? That, my friends, is the epitome of
Tutti frutti, tutti frutti, tutti frutti, tutti frutti, tutti frutti.
It just is. Alberto, ¿qué pasó? Yo, any boxing news, Marco? No, Diddy. I don't know. I don't think so. Whoever wants the banana. Nah, he said whatever monkey wants a banana. He used the word monkey. He didn't just say whoever wants a banana. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right, Bray? I don't know if he wins. I'll fight Tio in the streets for that. You should. You should. I mean, Ryan was even worse. Ryan was straight saying the N-word and adding the ER at the end of it, too. I was confused. I'm like, I'm white, so I don't know. But I grew up in NYC, so I know, but I don't know. But I was like, do Mexicans get a pass to say that shit? Because I don't think they do. But, you know, times have changed. So I know they don't now for sure. Neither. What up, Anthony? Charles, what's cracking, man? Where you been? Don't call me CT Connecticut, man. That depresses me. Tio versus Haney? Nah, boring. Tio said the N-word. No, Ryan Garcia did. Ryan was on drugs when he said, well, you know, I don't think that matters to people who are offended by it, what he was on. If I took drugs, I won't start screaming the N-word, I'll tell you that. If I get drunk or whatever, that, you know, my theory and what I've learned from life, you know, I'm almost 50, guys, I'm 47. Drunk people, what they say, that's who they really are. That excuse for like, I was just drunk. No, that's deep. It has to be inside of you. Being drunk just helps dig it out, dig it, and then helps open that fucking ironclad door, that isolation door where all that shit's hidden. Being drunk just opens it up and but it has to be in there to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Antony. No way Teo versus Haney be boring. Teo's not boring, but Haney can be sometimes. Ryan, does Rio have a chance against Tank? You mean Rio? He has a chance, of course. But he won't beat Tank. But he has a chance. Any boxer has a chance. You know what I'm saying? The question should have been how big of a chance. You want to start. That's what I like doing. We break down percentages. 80-20, 50-50, whatever. The Illuminati was trying to kill Ryan Marco. It wasn't just a drunk escapade. All right, man. I don't know about all that shit. I don't know anything about the Illuminati. I don't know if I believe it exists. I don't know. I don't follow it. So maybe you're right. Maybe you're not. Well, it's Rayo. Tyler, it's spelled Rayo, I believe. Not Rio, Rayo, Rayo. Which is weird because his name is something Venezuela, yet his nickname's Rayo. His name's like Jose Venezuela, but they call him Rayo. I don't get it. Or Rayo, excuse me. Will Rayo do better than Frank? Great question. Maybe because he's taller, so he can keep that distance, stay away longer, have Tank, it'll take longer to climb up the ladder, so he'll last a few more rounds probably. They're saying it's Tank and Lamont Roach in December. Not this, but this. Matter of fact, Tank versus Lamont Roach is...
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Rayo knocking out Colbert was crazy. Yeah, that was wild. Twice. Oh no, the second one he dropped him and hurt him, but he lost a decision. Or lost a bullshit decision. Who do you think Canelo should fight next?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
And I say that because there's nobody from the fight. You want to see him fight? Macumbi or Caleb Plant again or Boo Boo? I mean, there's nobody from the fight. Rayo means lightning. Oh, that's a dope fucking name then. Okay. I thought it was like his middle name or some shit. Tired of these underwhelming Tank fights. Nothing Tank does is Mr. Contrarian Pugilist. Nothing Tank does is underwhelming. That dude is the most exciting fighter to watch in boxing. Or at least top 3. I put him as the most exciting, but Rayo isn't Venezuelan. I didn't say he's Venezuelan, you clown. I said his last name's Venezuela. His name is something Venezuela, like Jose Venezuela. I never said he's Venezuelan. Get it right, blood. I'm not that fucking white and ignorant that I think that I can't tell the difference between the name Venezuela and calling him Venezuelan. Yo, speaking of, I've heard some funny names. People calling Turkey Al Sheikh. Here's my favorite. Everybody mispronounces his name, right? My favorite's Clarissa Shields, who I'm cool with. No disrespect to her, but she called him Turkish Ali. Turkish Ali. I thought that was hilarious. Listen to how other people mispronounce his name. It's real funny to me. Does David KO Berlanga? David who? Benavidez? Does he KO Berlanga? Does he KO Berlanga? You really got to ask me that? You must be smoking.
I smoke rocks. I smoke rocks.
Yes. In terms of competition, his fights are underwhelming. Of course, he's going to look exciting against Publix deli workers. Publix. That's like some West Coast, like a department store or some shit. That sounds so familiar. I just can't place what it is. That ain't going to happen. What ain't going to happen? You got the name Diddy in your screen name. You should be ashamed of yourself. Because, just for having that screen name, just for having it, we got to first give you your intro music. And then we got to remind everybody that anybody that screen name is what yours is.
Tutti Frutti.
I wouldn't mind seeing Tank versus Rayo. Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad one. But really, unless it's Tank versus Haney, Shakur, or Teo, we should not be supporting any of it. I've always been saying that. Even though Haney lost to Ryan, fuck it. Maybe he didn't lose because we don't know how much the steroids played a part. Would you let Turkey hold your hand for a job on Riyadh season cards with Kate? What's Kate Ababdo? But yes, he can hold my hand. Absolutely. He can't grab my ass. Maybe one grab. Ass grab, hand holding, that's it. Maybe a massage. No, okay, that's too far. All right, you know what? I'm the first one. The joke went too far, and
Tutti frutti.
right
Tutti
here,
frutti.
I apologize. But you're actually the tutti frutti for coming up with these scenarios. Why are you picturing me and Turkey Al Sheikh holding hands? Weirdo. Whole Foods cashiers, Tank needs to step up competition. They're saying AJ fights yeah, they will. That's a big ass stadium. Do you see Haney interview? No, I'm gonna watch it tonight though. Thank you, Alberto. Thank you. That's definitely a pause. And a no Diddy. Yeah, that's true. That's a fact. I know. Turkey Alafriki. I don't think he's on no gay shit. I don't think. Diddy had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Yeah, that's just weird. Like, he's banging that many girls or children or whatever that needs 1,000 bottles. Like, you know how much you could oil up with 1,000 bottles? It's a lot of oil. Rip you down with some hot oil. That's a verse from the song Do Me Baby by Belle Biv DeVoe. You guys probably too young to remember that. Yo, Marco Boxing, is Ness in love with Canelo? Ness was cranky today, man. He was going through some personal shit. He'd be protecting him. Yeah. But he stopped a little. He started admitting Canelo's ducking, so that's good. R. Kelly shit, word. Hey, Marco's Ness all right. I hit him up. He said he is, so as far as I know. Hey, man, he's only human. You know what I mean? Like, people have personal shit go on in their lives, and he does 2 shows every day. Like, you're gonna have a slight breakdown every now and then. You know what I mean? He has to be talking crazy sometimes. You gotta have different level of patience to be his coworker. He's not that bad. If he, I wouldn't be on the show with him if he was disrespectful or he's good for TV. He knows what to say. And he's not. He's a good dude. He seems like a good dude. But yeah, he does come out his face sometimes. But that's crazy how one loss can change everything in boxing. Haney ain't the same. We don't know, Tyler. He hasn't fought anybody yet. How do we know? Better be a burst before. I didn't realize that's in under a month. That fight, ladies and gentlemen, is in under a month. Under 1 month away. Dope. I'm excited. And I got better BF. I think he's going to win, and I'm also rooting for him. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bivol outboxes him. I'm going to do better BF 60-40. Why we wait for boxing fights? What you mean? What you talking? Yo, I'm getting a headache. I bet it's going to rain tomorrow. Let's see. Partly cloudy. It's supposed to rain today, but it didn't. He hits like a Mack truck. Not really, though. Not one punch knockout power. He's a cumulative puncher. Did you hear about them dropping pay-per-view price? I did. I like it. Shit is fly like a dove. I like it. I think Wilder hit like a truck in his prime. Wilder is arguably the hardest puncher in history. Pound for pound, era for era. This dude's 210, 15 pounds. He's tall, but 210 pounds, knocking everybody out. Big heavyweights in this generation, which has the biggest heavyweights ever. Impressive. So he hits like Benavidez? Who? What is you talking about? Jab, 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 straight, boom. Sometimes not even jab, jab, jab. Sometimes just flick, one flick, and whap. Oh, I have a headache. I'm talking to the wife, she didn't hear me. Wilder versus Dubois. Wilder's most likely done. He might continue fighting. We're not going to see the same guy ever again. He looks like he just went in. He has like the Roy Jones syndrome. Wilder legs are too skinny. Yeah, but that didn't matter. He was knocking everybody out. Do you think Bacoli can beat any of the top? Yes, I do. He can beat any of them, possibly. Why people say Dubois name like that without the S? Because there's no S. It's Dubois. It's French spelling. The S is always silent. Dubois, not Dubos. Yeah, that's why. The S is silent. Whenever any French word is OI and then S, the S is always silent. And the OI is not pronounced OI or I or OI. It's pronounced wa. Like pourquoi. And I could be wrong because there are exceptions in pronunciation, and but I'm pretty sure it's Dubois. So, head is pounding. T, do you mind getting me Advil? 3 of them. My head is pounding. Thank you. What up? What up, Ace? What's crack-a-lackin'? Is Canelo defense theory similar to Tank? No. Peekaboo. No. Canelo does not have peekaboo. No. Canelo is a very hybrid. He does the Mexican where he's hands up and peekaboo's a little, but then he also has a slick, like more of an American fighter with the waist movement. He kind of does all of it. Derek Chisora. Yes, Derek Chisora. What about him? Thank you. Appreciate it. I wanted 3, but it's okay. Okay. My bad, people. Head is pounding. So yeah. But I'm excited for that fight. I told you guys before, man, I didn't realize Beterbiev and Bivol is under a month. That's so dope to me. R.I.P. Tito Jackson. At least we have Tito died? When? Tito Jackson died, apparently. Michael's brother. Yeah. That was yeah. Huh? No. 60s probably. Actually, maybe. I don't know. I gotta look it up. Do you think Benavidez can keep popping Canelo's head back, or is Canelo defense too good? Excuse me. I think Canelo will make Benavidez miss some shots, but Benavidez will overwhelm him with just the pure volume that he pours down like Niagara Falls. Carter Lopez is the best Mexican fighter ever. There's a good argument for that. I got to go with Chavez, but there's a good argument for that. Ricardo Lopez went 51-0 and won. Chavez went what did he do before his first loss? 90-0. Granted, he should have lost one to Meldrick Taylor, whatever. But so there's an argument for that. People with skinny legs has no power. Not true. Usually, but that's not a ironclad rule. But yeah, most of the time. But also, Wilder is one of the few people that's ever had legs that skinny. And he had one of the hardest shots in history, hardest puncher in history. So if not, I have him as the hardest puncher in history. I'm not going to let his last couple losses erase what he did. You go 43-0 and you knock out everybody you fought? Come on. I have Benavidez stopping Canelo under 8 rounds. I don't know how quickly, but okay, I'm with you. I'm in the passenger seat. I'm riding with you. Let's take this for a spin. See where you go with this. The rest of this paragraph. I'm not sure he drops Canelo. I'm with you. I'm still with you, man. Buckled in, right with you. Joyriding, smoking an L. But I can see Eddie Reynoso stopping the fight with Canelo. Yep. I'm with you. If Spence moves up to 54, not if, he is. He might even go to 60. Who would he fight? Pfft. Come on, Tyler, man. Take your motherfucking pick. 54. 54 is deep, like Streetwalker Poontang. Just deep. You know what I'm saying? Deep. And I said Streetwalker because I don't want to say like anything else that'll get me flagged. Ortiz. What about Ortiz? Why are you just coming in here, no cap, and saying Ortiz? You got Tourette's? It's like, Ortiz? What else we got, people? Talk to me. My head is, whew. Had a long day. That's what I think it is. Spence versus Ortiz. Oh, you mean Virgil Ortiz. I got you. I don't know if he would do it. I don't think. Does Virgil have a belt? You got Virgil. You got Fundora. Bud. What's his face? The dude who had that dope fight with Fundora. What's his name? Why is he? I know what he looks like right now. He has like kind of a flat top. What the fuck's his name? It's escaping me. Canelo will drop Benavidez also. No, he will not. We something new in boxing. Word. What up, champ? What up, 702? We need something new in boxing. Like what? Tim Zoo. There's another one. I keep thinking of Billy, not in Billy. The dude who fucking fought Fundora, and Fundora made his face look like a McDonald's hamburger patty. But he dropped Fundora within that fight. God, what the fuck's Lubin? There we go, Lubin. That's what I was thinking. Is Haney versus Ryan still the major event of the year? Yeah, absolutely. That's one of them. That'd be one of the dopest, most anticipated rematches ever, especially because of all the crazy shit that happened after the fight. Madrimov, word life, no cap. So you come in here, you don't cap. You don't be capping. What does cap mean? So I know it means lying, but where did it come from? Somebody told me that it's when you bottle something in, you take the cap off of it. No cap. You remove the cap of shit that you bottle in, and then it comes out. You tell the truth. So I think that's what cap means. You're capping. You have it screwed on tight. You have the cap on the bottle tight. Is that what it means? That shit interests me. It intrigues me, like what slang words derive from. Thoughts on Dana White entering boxing? We got to see how he's entering. What's going to be his function? You know what I'm saying? What's he gonna do? Exactly. Madrimov versus Ennis. Ennis is not going to go to 54 yet. I wish he would. No cap. Didn't Benavidez get dropped by a jab by less competition? I don't think so, but even if he did, you have to understand something, Clarissa. Getting dropped or getting wobbled in boxing every now and then or once does not mean shit. You have to understand that. Every fighter has been dropped in sparring or in a fight. Everyone. It's only a problem when they repeatedly go down. You should move to 54. Turkey is going to give Dana the ring belt to make fights. Well, we have to see. Is Dana going to like collab with Turkey? That'd be dope because Dana has the experience in running a company like that, and an organization, an association like that. So we could structure it. You know what I'm saying? And then Turkey will be the money, and Dana will be the money. That'd be dope. Then we get one sanctioning body. dopeness. And then we get referees. What up, Eon? Where you been at, blood? Caleb Plant versus Jamie Munguia. Who you got? I think I got Caleb. I'm not a fan of Caleb, but you know, the boy got skill. You're wrong, Marco. I'm never wrong, Alberto. Canelo has never been dropped in a fight or sparring. I'm wrong about what? I never said Canelo's been dropped. Oh, never been dropped. How do you know he's never been dropped sparring? And by the way, there's exceptions. But 99% of fighters have been dropped or wobbled. And by the way, you're wrong, Alberto, because I said dropped or wobbled. Did I not? Initially, I said dropped or wobbled. Canelo has been wobbled in a fight. So, there you go. And almost everybody's been dropped or wobbled. Almost everybody. You know, maybe a couple more people haven't been dropped than they've been wobbled, but it's still high percentage. Jaime, Dana's Mafia. I didn't know that, does he? And thoughts on Tank. I don't know much about Lamont Roach at all, so I can't really give you thoughts. I'll watch them. Box needs to start moving like UFC matchmaking wise. Word life. Let me see. I'm gonna look Lamont Roach up. Lamont Roach. Okay, Lamont Roach is 25-1. Pretty motherfucker. 25-1, 10 KOs. Oh Lord. This dude. Okay, who's his one loss? Jamel Herring at 129. Yeah, no. No. Oh, he has a draw too. Split decision draw. Orlando Cruz. Nah. Doesn't look promising to me, but again, I want to watch him first. Damn, 19K subs. Oh, yeah, man. Thank you. Yo, I'm about to hit 100K on Instagram subs. 100K. I think I might have a little celebration when I do that. Why is 19 a lot? 702? What was the last? If he were to have been dropped in sparring, it would have spread like wild. Why you say that? The shit is fucking sparring. Stays in the gym unless somebody records it. I've never been dropped in a boxing match ever. I'm undefeated. 0-0. Nice. I was dropped once. I've been boxing since 13. I stopped actively sparring maybe when I was around 36, 38. Something like that. So 25 years. I was dropped only once. And it was a flash. I was only 15. I never got dropped as an actual adult. I haven't been catching up on lives. I haven't been on the lives, kid. Just coming back. Is Dana going to want to pay well? Well, based on what I hear, I don't watch UFC. Probably not, because I heard that he underpays his UFC fighters. I've never been buzzed either. I love that I have that Mexican chin. I'll fucking buzz you. Ring that bell. Let's go. Congrats. Gracias. Guys, like the video or wake up sore when it did it. Oh, god damn. Oh,
Tutti frutti.
Wake up sore with one of Diddy's parties. That's gross.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife.
People speculate that Tank's way of preparing for Shakur Stevenson. They can speculate all they want. How hard is a liver shot? The fuck does that mean? What you mean? To absorb? To land? What you mean exactly? Why is Tio and Berlanga beefing? I didn't know they beefed. What happened? The only time I was dropped was during sparring with a body punch. I still feel it 10 years. I almost went down from a body shot too. I didn't though, but I almost did. Right to the solar plexus. You know what that did? That taught me. I was tired, and the dude hit me in the solar plexus. I almost went down. And that taught me. You know how many times I've hurt dudes bad? When I hear them breathing or I know they're tired, I go right for the solar plex. I mean, that's worse. Okay, it doesn't hurt more than a liver shot or a kidney shot, but it's way easier to land. because, you know, people have the guard, right? Like my Rocky shirt. So there's always an open space right here. No, nobody guards like this blocking. So, you know, there's usually the space right here. So it's easier to land. Marco, is there ever a point in your career where you thought you could reach the top and win a belt? Yes. Yes. I thought it. But I kind of always knew I didn't have the drive to really buckle down and put in that work consistently. I would have dope training camps. I would go through spurts where I'm all in it. I was being I'm not just saying this, but being one of, or if not the best fighter in any gym I was at the time. And this was as an amateur. And as a pro, it happened too, a couple times. But, you know, brief. I'm disgusted when you're disgusted. You're disgusted. I'm disgusted.
What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
I don't get it. Tio and Berlanga are beefing about who's really from NY. But Tio was raised in Florida, Rob. I not only have I talked to Tio, there's a video of me talking to him on my podcast, and I just talked to his pops. I got the whole story. Pops was in Brooklyn, moved to New York. Moved from Brooklyn to Florida, had Tio in Florida. Or he might have had Tio here, but moved young when Tio was like a baby. The dude is raised in Florida. There's no beef. That's a known fact. I don't get it. Tio will admit it himself. He leverages that whole Brooklyn shit when he like fights in the Garden or whatever, but it's public knowledge that he grew up in Florida. So it depends, you know. It depends what you think. Do you think if somebody was born somewhere, but that's enough? Do you think if somebody's parents is from somewhere, that makes them from somewhere? I believe it's where you grew up, where you spent the formative years of your life, what molded you as a person. I got New York coursing through my veins, or nothing but. That's the only place I ever lived up until 2 months ago when I moved out here. And during college for a little, but I was in Arizona. But, you know, what else we got, peoples? Talk to me. They're going to use a pic of Haney and Diddy in the pool at Diddy's court case. Are you joking, or that really? Nah, you wouldn't know that. They're not telling you what they're using in the court case, so you're probably joking. I remember your interview with his pops. Tio is claiming king of NY, and Berlanga's saying, yeah, well, Berlanga's right. He's not. But Tio also just called dudes monkeys. He's also said a whole bunch of crazy shit. Tio is like Ryan, a very good marketer. Unfortunately, he offends people in the process, so that's not good. But he knows what to say to keep himself relevant. He knows going for Crawford, even if he doesn't really want to fight Crawford, which I believe he would, though, but he would lose. That's a gross mismatch. Crawford's too big. Too big, too long, all that. If your school didn't start with PS, you're a transplant. Word life. Rob, now remind me, where are you from? And are you white? You black? Calico? I don't know what that is. That's your real name. First of all, tell me where you're from, and then tell me ethnicity. I agree, even if Teal lived in NY from 0 to 7, he grew up. Yep. Jan knows. Mark, have you ever had a spar war? All of them. Literally, I'm not exaggerating, right? I've sparred hundreds of times. Hundreds. Maybe thousands even. 80% were wars. 80%. And I will say, a large part of that, that's how it is. Because I was white. And I've said this to you guys before. I'm not sitting here crying how hard it is to be white in America. But in terms of boxing, being white is not an advantage. Dudes test you way more. Right? Dudes jump all over you trying to kill you because they think you're going to be garbage. And then 2, if you hit them and touch them up, they get extra fucking ego gets extra hurt. Like, oh, this white boy's trying to make me look bad, and they go at you. I've had way more experienced pros go hard at me because I touching them up. And I'm not going hard. I'm just catching them. So, yeah, tons of wars. I got dropped once because I was off balance. And the punch landed square in your fucking cabbage. That too. I'm black from Queens. What part of Queens, Rob? You know, Queens is like my second borough, right? My father's was from Queens. I used to go to Queens every weekend almost. Queens is like my second borough. I claimed Queens right after fucking Manhattan. So in your boxing career, you didn't have that dog in you to keep going? Oh, I did. When I was there, the dog was barking, foaming at the mouth, barking, had the shot collar. The problem was I wasn't always there. I knew well enough to not go to take a break when I wasn't motivated, when I wasn't feeling that fire, that anger, that urge to fight. I knew better to stay away. I'm not going to go in there and get my ass beat or just half-ass train or whatever. You got to have that fire or it's not working. I swear, Mark, even being light-skinned, it's like that. Oh, word? Yeah, there you go. I mean, I wouldn't know about being light-skinned black, but I believe it, though. Did you deal with corruption in the amateurs? Nah. I didn't fight enough. I only had 15 fights. I didn't fight enough to do all that. Maybe if I was at, like, the national champion at all that, highest level, maybe I would have. I had a tiger. Southside Jamaica. South Suicide Queens, motherfuckers. Onyx. All right, last question. I'm not trying to get all in your business. How old are you? I'm curious if you're around my age. You could just say, are you in your 40s if you're not comfortable? No, us New York dudes, we bond, man. It's the way it works. Yeah, I didn't fucking go to Jamaica. I'll tell you that. Fuck that. Jamaica was one of the. So people ask one of the scariest hoods in New York City. Jamaica's always been one of the worst. Always been one of the worst. Always. You got Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn, one of the worst. You got Alphabet City or Hell's Kitchen, depending, in Manhattan, one of the worst. South Bronx, one of the worst. And in Queens, people say Queensbridge. I think Jamaica was worse. Staten Island is okay. You just have a couple pockets near like where Wu-Tang's from, near like the projects. But 35. I bet. Dope. Rob Calico. Dope. My man knows. He knows the deal. Yeah. How many of you dudes right now in the room have actually fought either amateur or pro? Or, I count this too, sparred a decent amount. If you sparred more than, I'd say 10 times, I consider you a fighter. If you sparred more than 10 times, maybe not 10. 15. 20? 15, 20? If you sparred more than 20 times, I consider you a fighter. Let's put it that way. You know what I'm saying? You've experienced enough where you know what it's like to be a fighter. How many of you dudes in here have either sparred more than 20 times or actually fought amateur or pro? In boxing. LOL, yeah, it used to be bad, but they got crazy surveillance cams. And oh, word? Okay. Yeah, and you guys do not want to go to Southside Jamaica. That's Onyx. You guys know the group Onyx? There's that song. They go, South Suicide Queens, motherfuckers. Onyx is from South Suicide Queens. Never amateur pro, but I spar a lot. Okay. So we got 1. Eon, 2. All right. 5 times. Almost there. I fought in BJJ and MMA, but spar boxing a lot. Okay. What's BJJ? It sounds like some phallic shit. It sounds like some BJ. What's BJJ stand for? I'm not go acronyms. I mean, all you young cats love fucking making everything into an acronym. I guess it's just whatever you could do to type less. Talk to me. Talk to me, motherfuckers. There he is. Jay Pitty, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Thank you. Jay Pitty. You're from Connecticut, right, man? Where I'm at now? If I remember correctly. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Okay. 30 to 50 spars between me and MMA. Okay. I like this. So you guys all have a good idea. You do karate? My son does karate right now. Salute. What's up, La Jess. I'm gonna go with La Jess. Let me know if that's okay. I don't want to fuck up a nickname. I like giving people my own nicknames. Salute. What's going on, homegirl? I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm not gonna say BJJ because that just sounds kind of gay to me. Just saying I did BJs. I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 3/4 of a year. Just rolling demon as well. What the hell's rolling demon mean? Waterbury. That's right. You're up there. That's right. Yo, let me tell you something, J Pitt. In my backyard in Norwalk, I've only been here 2 months. I have seen, this is all within the last 2 months, mad bunny rabbits, groundhogs, raccoons. No, it's going to get more spicy. Wild turkeys. Turkeys, plural. 3 of them, 4 of them. Deer. A fucking bobcat. I had a fucking bobcat in my backyard trying to snuff and choke out a squirrel. What else am I missing, Tia? What other animal am I missing that we saw back there?
Where? Oh,
Bobcat.
wild turkey,
Did I say groundhog?
groundhog,
Whatever. That's
deer.
crazy. Crazy. So that's what I'm dealing with here. I used to want to go pro, but having second thoughts. Why? Sparring, basically. When I sparred for the first time, I want to throw a kick. Well, yeah, you can't do that. That's fine. Okay, cool. Slap box. Yeah, it's Woody up here. I don't care about woods. I care about bobcats. I got young children, man. Fuck out of here. And it's the same 3 deer. They come in 3s, and I know it's the same deer because one of them has like a bald spot on its on its fur in the back in the same spot. So it's the same one. Fucking weird. I don't know, man. Maybe rats and roaches wouldn't be so bad. Although rats and roaches try and get in your house. These animals never try and get in our house. Oh, and possums too. We haven't seen one, but I'm pretty sure they're out here. Raccoons. Yeah, I already said that, I think. What kind of karate does your son do? Shotokan. I don't know what kind he does. I don't think it's Shotokan. I don't know what it is. Let me see. Wait, I have this. What? Kung Fu. I'm looking right here. Martial arts of Wilton. It doesn't say. I'm looking. He has a little thing here. I don't know what kind he does. Doesn't say. I don't think it's Shotokan. I had a flying cockroach flying in my house before. Gross. I work in Cheshire. I see it on the way. Where the hell's Cheshire? That sounds like England. Kind of similar to you. It's not my main focus. I just started being a full adult these last months, and it's hard keeping my training regimen up. Full adult? What's that mean? What up, Blind Faith? My main sparring partner is heavyweight training and is trained at Mighty Mouse and Dave Benavidez gyms in Washington. Dope. Mighty Mouse, Mighty Mouse. Who's Mighty Mouse? I'm 180. All right. Good for you. Yeah, I sparred with mad heavyweights. Moving on my parents. Oh, okay. Hey, man. Times are tough. No judgment here. I beat Mike Tyson's punch-out game. So did I. So did I. Demetrius Johnson. Sounds so familiar. Demetrius Johnson. People do boxing for self-defense now. I do it for exercise, for fitness. Every day. You guys know, right? You see my videos? I'm doing 10 rounds minimum every day. Sometimes I'll do 12. You know what I'm saying? Every day. And I love it. Shit's like crack. When I'm done with that workout, I just feel like
I smoke rocks.
just feel so good. I felt like I
smoke rocks.
That's how I feel. You guys know, anybody who's worked the box knows how great you feel when it's done. No, I don't fuck with MMA. Bobcat. Marco, it's time to get a blick. Please, you can make some good. A blick. Blick is a word for a toast, hammer, burner. I ain't getting no fucking gun. My wife will get a gun. She's gangster. I don't want to fuck with a gun. I've seen too much bad shit happen with guns in Hell's Kitchen. I'm not doing that. A blick. Whatever happened to calling it the ratchet, the hammer, toast, a blick? I thought you were talking about shaving. I thought you said a bick. I was like, what, I got to shave? Dude said toast. Oh, yeah. See, Eon, I forget you're young. I probably sound like such an old fart to you saying that kind of shit, but that's what we used to call it. The burner. What's up, AK? What's crack-a-lackin'? The hammer. The biscuit. The burner. The 9 pound. Oh, wait, not 9 pound. 5 pound. 2 pound. Excuse me. Mark, you ever had your ribs broke? I had in my first pro fight, I think I had my rib either cracked, hairline, or the ligament was, because that shit took like 3 to 6 months to stop hurting. So I think I did. And to this day, sometimes when it gets humid outside or whatever, I feel it. It'll get a little achy. That's exactly where the rib was hurting. So I think I did once, yeah. Ratchets NYC. Now they use ratchet to describe chicks. Oh no, ratchet has always been you act mad ratchet. That's always been to describe not chicks, just people. I know that. That's always been. But yeah, there's a lot of different words for it. But nah, I ain't fucking with that. I got weapons. These is my weapons. Fuck that. What else we got, people? Talk to me. Talk to me. What we got? Nothing. People just dropping off like flies. What's happening? I wonder if you guys are right and it just doesn't come in, because I'm not seeing anything. But then out of nowhere, it'll be like, woof, be a bunch of comments. So either you're not talking or it's not coming through. But either or, I don't like it. Yo, you got hands, brother. Thank you. Which one you're referring to exactly? What'd you just see? Or did you see that you're referring to? Where Bill Haney been? What would you do if you just went through all that promotion, talked all that shit, and your son got, Now, I think the steroids saved Haney's because now it casts doubt. He's still undefeated technically, and it casts doubt. Now you're going to have a lot of people who say, who gives a shit? You can never unsee what we saw. And, steroids didn't make that left hook land. Now, I possibly agree, but possibly disagree. Steroids might have very well made it land. It increases your speed, so that makes it land. Increases your power, that makes it land harder. But it casts doubt, especially for those who are Haney fans. That instantly wipes away the loss. So you think Bill would be back. But Haney seems like he might quit. That loss really fucked him up. Because you know how vulnerable he felt getting dropped? Like, it was 3 official, but he got dropped, I would say 5 times. 2 weren't called. So what's he going to do? Same thing with Rolly. After Pitbull stopped Rolly, we haven't heard shit from Rolly up until just now when he's promoting his fight. They just had nothing. He was so brash and he was kind of a dick. I've messaged with him back and forth, private message with him. He's kind of a dick. So apparently Devin back training. Wish him the best. I hope he doesn't affect him too bad. Only time will tell. Eon, only time will tell. You know what I'm saying? Only time will tell. A ass whooping humbles you. Not if you're Deontay Wilder, it doesn't. Well, eventually it did. Not the first couple. Chavez didn't humble him. When Pernell Whitaker beat him, but they didn't call, he thought he won. He goes, no, I won that fight. I was like, what? Some dudes knew you should change Eon to not a ass whooping, multiple ass whoopings will, and you have to put the word eventually humble you. That maybe. But some dudes, doesn't matter. They just refuse to accept it. And I get it. If I'm Deontay Wilder and I've knocked out everybody I've ever faced and I finally lose, that must be tough to accept. None of us know what it's like to knock out 43 straight people. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying it's okay to be in denial, but it's tough. I don't like losing in fucking chess or Tetris, so I can imagine. When I lost in boxing, I was pissed. I was throwing chairs in the locker room. Sweet Pea, not only did he win, but won convincingly. Did you guys see the video I dropped? Oh, who said I had hands? You didn't tell me what video. Was that you? Did he? Somebody said I had hands. I'm curious what you saw. Interests me. Feel me? They cheated him, so did they? Yeah, I just dropped a video of that. Got a lot of views too. Might be at almost 1 million, that one. How's it going? Cheers. What you sipping on, blood? I'm sipping on peach pear sparkling water. That just got gay real quick, right? I was like, I shouldn't say gay. So you can't say that anymore. I apologize. But it went from gangster to like I'm sipping on sparkling. What's the boxing topic? What up, Rich? We're just freestyling. Whatever's on your mind, spit it out, and maybe it'll catch, and maybe we'll flow on it. You know what I'm saying? Just freestyling. Ain't nothing. Sebastian Andrew, what's cracking? 2 is full of shit. I don't know what that means. Who is 2? You will reach 1 million views one day. 1 million? What you mean? I have reached on Instagram. I've reached 1 million numerous times. Errol Spence at 157. I think you mean 154, but against Lara. Oh, Lara's at 160 though. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a low risk fight too for Errol because I don't think Lara's been knocking people out. But that Danny Garcia fight was not a result of Lara's crushing, stunning power. That was just Garcia being like, no mas. 157. Oh, that's what you mean. Nah, they're not gonna do that. He's gonna want to fight for the title, and the title is only at 60. He's a champion now, Lara. So I don't see him going 3 pounds lower, not getting a title. No way. They're fighting for that belt. You feel me? What's up, Joseph? Marco, do you think Bam Rodriguez will ever fight the monster? No. But I'd like to see it. Oh, but I think Bam's too small. Bam is at 180. Actually, what are they at now? 120. No, they're only 4 pounds apart. You know what? I shouldn't say no. Possibly. He just fought Danny at 157 for the title. He can't. Nah. You can't. I know this for a fact. You cannot compete for a title, for a belt at that weight if it's not that weight. Even if both parties agree, that's a sanctioning body thing. Oh, wait. No, my bad. I'm bugging out. My bad. You're right. As long as it's under 160. Yes, you can. I strike that. Rich, you're correct. You're correct. So their contract was both of them can't go over 157? Is that what you're talking about? Like they have to put something, but the weight limit is 160 for an official belt. I don't think you can do that. I think it has to be up to 160 if it's for a belt. No, I believe you, Rich. I just realized I was confusing. You can fight. You can come in at 157 for a 160 belt. You could actually, as long as you're under the weight, you can come in at 100 pounds. You know what I'm saying? You'll just have a disadvantage because the dude you're fighting is going to be 60 pounds heavier. What I'm saying is, I'm surprised. I'll be surprised if the contract said that they can't go past 157. That I'd be surprised because 160 inherently by sanctioning body, bylaws, you can be up to 160 That's what the weight limit is for that belt, for that weight class. Danny Garcia had a chin. I mean, Danny Garcia didn't want to be in there. I'd be on board watching Canelo versus Crawford fight if the catch weight was 164 with a 10-pound rehydration clause. Crawford better stay the fuck away from cinnamon. I mean, he's going to sprinkle his ass with cinnamon, a cinnamon blizzard of cinder blocks. Do not fight that guy. But we all want to be in the generation where we see Crawford. We want to see somebody be 1 in a million, right? We all want to do that. There's nothing more satisfying as a boxing fan to be literally living through a 1 in a million fighter's career, or 1 in a billion like Roy Jones. Roy is 1 in a billion. There's only a few 1 in a billions. Actually, I put Roy 1 in a trillion. There's no Roys. But you got 1 in a billions like Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson. Yeah, he's way bigger. Same height, though. And Bud, I guess, has a longer reach. But Canelo's just a little bulldog. Look at their heads and their necks. If they ever stand next to each other, look at the difference. It reminds me of when Tyson fought Roy Jones for the exhibition. Yeah, they came in around the same weight. They're about the same height. But look how Tyson's head and neck compared to Roy's. All jokes aside, it looked like there was a pit bull standing next to a poodle. That's how much thinner and frailer Roy's bone structure looked like compared to Mike, which just was a mirror, a flashback into how they were in their primes. That's why Roy fought at 175. Roy told me, really, his natural weight was 168, but there was no competition, so that's why he moved up 75. Crawford beats Cinnamon, no cap. Possible, but I don't think so. Roy Jones would have beat the freckles out of Canelo. All right. You asked for it, you got it.
I must have forgot.
You know what? Let's do one more because it's the first one of the night.
Y'all must have forgot.
Roy Jones looked like an uncle at the barbecue fight, Mike Tyson. Come on, no Diddy. Snoop Dogg used that exact line the night of the fight. Gotta be more original, blood. Who is Cinnamon? Come on now, Eon. You don't speak Spanish? Espanol? Do you know what the name Canelo, the word Canelo, is translated in Spanish? In English, Canelo means cinnamon. That's the boy's nickname. But he has hands in his prime, so no cap. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't know that, Eon? Yeah, cinnamon that's what his nickname means. If you look at him, the color is more cinnamon than red. Yes, sir. Yeah, you learn something new every day. I didn't like today. I learned that rayo means, what'd you say it meant? Thunder? I didn't know that. So we both learned something today. We both learned Spanish definitions today, you and me. Rayo means thunder. Canelo means cinnamon. Booyaka. What else we got, people? Talk to me. I'm going to make like a tree and bounce soon. He shaved his beard. Who did? Canelo did? Yo, Canelo cursing is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. I saw a video today and somebody goes, what's your favorite curse? He goes, a dumb beach. Or he did another one with what's his name? Big Boy. And he goes, motherfucker. My favorite curse is motherfucker. Or like, you stupid motherfucker. He's funny. He seems like he's probably fun to hang out with when he's not like boxing, when he's not being like mad, focused, and serious. Cinnamon. Cinnamon's, if you think about it, technically, that's a pretty
Tutti frutti,
like sounding name. Like cinnamon.
tutti frutti.
Right? But he pulls it off. No Diddy. All right, what else we got, peoples? What else we got out this bitch? I gotta do a new video. What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Jimmy? You know, Jimmy, I could do quadruple or quintuple left hooks. Pop, 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 pop. You know that? I used to work on that as a fighter. I would work on, as a boxer, you guys always want to work on the combination pattern that is hardest, that leaves you the most out of position to throw the next punch. That's what you do. When you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, you're in position. 1, you're turned here. Now you're caught. Now you're coiled back. 2, now you're coiled back. 3, or straight. Boom, boom, boom. That's all in position. I would throw punches and combinations that left me out of position, and I'd master those. For example, hooking off the jab, hook, right? That's out of position. Or throwing 2 right hands, 2 uppercuts, 2 hooks in a row, doubling up in a combination. So I would do that a lot. I would throw double. I do a combination, but each shot would be double. So I'm not coiling myself back. So it's hardest to do. Triple cap, Marco. I'm gonna triple whoop your ass. Triple jab. Oh man, I used to jab like crazy. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, I used to like jab. I didn't use it as much though, because I was on my Roy Jones shit, and I had the speed to lead with power shots. I didn't have the jab, but when I did, I used to be able to. I did this thing where I could parry, and I'd wait for somebody to jab me. And it's simple. You wait from the jab, and with your right hand, you swipe the jab that they throw at you, and as you swipe it, you immediately hit them, and they're totally open because you're hitting their hand out of the way, so they can't bring it back to block. It's like a couple split seconds where their hand is being hit out of the way, and the momentum's taking it here. Then you counter them. Simple, but so effective. If you notice young boxers to be southpaw, even, yeah, that's happening a lot. Ness was in his feelings today. Yeah, man, he was having a bad day. I think he's good though, but yeah, he was having I don't know what the fuck was going on. We didn't get into what's going on. He just said he's all right afterwards. Thunder is trueno. So what's rayo mean? Lightning? Maybe it means lightning. Somebody said that in this chat earlier, that rayo means, they either said lightning or thunder. Joke, bro. I know. Me too. I used the pullback. Used to pull out. What? Ew. I want to hear that shit. Do what you gotta do, but shut the door, turn the lights off, and keep it in your bedroom. Damn. This dude. Rayo means lightning. That's what it was. My bad. Whatever. Lightning, thunder, they go together. Can't blame me for mistaking those two. You know what I'm saying? Right, I'm gonna wrap it up soon-ish. So let's throw out what you guys want to talk about. Talk to me. I wish I could break down fights. Like, I wish I wouldn't get flagged and I could come on here with you guys and break down fights. That'd be dope. That'd be fun. I could do sparring. I could break down sparring. Matter of fact, I think the video that I have on YouTube that has the most views, if I'm not mistaken, not a short, because my shorts get millions, but actual full-length video, 300,000 views, which, whatever, I'm not at the level like Mr. Beast or whatever, but that's not bad, is me breaking down Shakur and Haney sparring. And it was, I think I did it, it was within, like 6 months ago, this year. I'm thinking of starting a boxing channel explaining the politics. Do it, man. I'll come on. You want me to come on as a guest? I got you. Yeah, do live sparring. I don't fucking spar anymore. So what you talking about? Pull back is pull counter, but I know what it is. I was fucking with you. I know exactly what a pull is. I think that's how I found you out. From what? Oh, the sparring breakdown? Yeah, I've got some nice compliments from it, from saying that they like me, they like the breakdowns. That's pretty cool. And I don't scream in that. I'm chill. I'm just explaining. And I also use a lot of like slow motion, and I use like illustrations where I'll put an arrow and show the punch coming and slow it down, zoom it in so you could see it. Because a lot of shit that when you're watching it, full speed, not zoomed in, that you miss. So sometimes you got to rewind it, zoom it in, slow it. And then also sometimes there's a lot going on. So you got to put an arrow there and show them, no, look at this hand coming. You know what I mean? Yeah, you should. I can't, Diddy. Do you know why? Because I get flagged. If I post any network's fights, they will immediately either hit me with a copyright strike or they will block it so nobody could see it. And I don't make money off it, so I can't. How do you like CT? My name isn't Marcus, but okay. It's cool. Yeah. I got bobcats in my backyard, so anyway. All right, people, I'm gonna bounce. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you. Hit the like button on the way out. Please, please, please. Peace.